Hey, this is Steve with Dabble Lab, and in this video I'm going to walk through how you deal with mispronunciations in your Alexa skills. And so, SSML is what we're going to be talking about, and this is speech synthesis markup language. And I've talked about this before in some previous tutorials that go back a ways, more than a year. So tutorial number 14 or video 14, and then video 15. This one here actually talks about using audio files. And I'm going to get into that. What is prompting me to talk about this today is I'm working on a skill that's literally got like thousands of phrases that I think could be potentially mispronounced, and so I'm having to kind of figure out a better way to go at this. And what I've come up with, or what I'm going to be doing, is using Amazon Polly, which is a text-to-speech service that you can access through AWS. So if you log into AWS.Amazon.com and then go to services and then just search for Polly, Amazon Polly, and you can test it here. In the Alexa developer console, there's also a voice and tone tester simulator. So if you go in, log into developer.amazon.com, and then go into one of your skills and then test, and then you'll see this voice and tone here. You can kind of listen to how Alexa might say something. For example, this is a great example because my name is hard to pronounce. When Alexa, my last name is pronounced Tingaris, but when Alexa pronounces it,
Steve Tingiris,
she says Tingiris. And so this is a really common case. So you would use SSML and a tag with a phonic alphabet, and I think there's eSAMPA and IPA are the two different phonic alphabets you can use to basically rephrase any one word. And this works pretty well. It's kind of tedious.
Steve Tingiris.
That's pretty good. It's kind of tedious to go through this, and it's even more tedious if you're writing code because you've got to do like a lot of find and replace to get all of the words. And like I've got one skill, suggest a beer, that is got, I don't know, thousands of different beers in it, and some of them have names that are really tough to pronounce or that Alexa doesn't pronounce well. And so that's one of the skills that I've wanted to go back and fix this. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to use Amazon Polly. And Amazon Polly is a text-to-speech engine that I can use, and you can actually do this programmatically too through the AWS SDK or the AWS CLI. And what I like about Amazon Polly is this option down here to apply lexicons. And lexicons are kind of, it's an XML file that can kind of act as like a library of definitions for how words are going to be pronounced. And when you load that lexicon file, all of the words that you want pronounced in a certain way will be applied when this audio is rendered from Polly. So let me show you kind of an example here. So in the SSML, actually it's exactly the same. If I just take this SML over here and go like this, and if I play it,
Steve Tingiris.
so the voice is different because it's not the Alexa voice. So this is going to change the skill if I record everything using Polly, which is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to record all of the prompts and just have like a bunch of audio files. I could do this programmatically where it hits the Polly service and sort of does it on demand, but it's pretty much static data. It's in a database, and I think it might make more sense in my case to just like generate all of the audio files and then just pull the audio files from like an S3 bucket. And so that is my strategy. This is kind of I think I'm just sort of doing this tutorial to flush out my approach in my head. I'll follow this tutorial up with another tutorial that kind of dives into how it works, and I'll provide some code samples. So if anybody is running into a similar scenario where you've got a lot of names that are tough for Alexa to pronounce and you're looking for an automated way of dealing with that, that is coming next. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those and I will reply just as quickly as I can. Thanks so much.